Me streaming.
Oh, you shouldn't. Okay. Oh, fucking whistling. Alright. I'll just mute it. Alright.
I sent it to you on
My
Discord.
laptop.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my laptop.
Did you know who Skeeter is?
Traveling to Nepal.
Who?
The DPS on the other team.
No, why?
4.2 TPS.
Oh. Wait, okay. He's pretty good.
Yes, he is.
He wasn't that good. I mean, he did decent, but like, I feel like he didn't. I guess that's why they're 4K average, because they, like, we were like, they're kind of ass.
Their
like,
supports definitely are. Their tanks aren't too good either, and honestly, everyone but Skeeter is good.
Yeah, fucking Jean's Booty. Jean's Booty was like.
Who else is watching? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm paused. I'm paused. Sorry. I'm paused. It's about an 8-second delay.
Alright, it's not too bad. Okay. Alright.
Go ahead and read Discord. Yep, okay. Alright.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
So, I'm not only gonna go over your play, but more, give me a second. But more also, if Jason isn't here, someone needs to call comps, and that's gonna be up to you. So I'm gonna tell you, I mean, I already did the VOD review and explained what comps, or what swaps should have been made, but there are some swaps that, don't do well, and I'm gonna explain why. I would have used nade sooner on myself, but you did fine. You got pockets for it. Don't waste nade like that when you threw it at the D.Va.
Yeah.
He'll chew, he'll chew, he'll chew, he'll chew. Okay, never mind, it's well. Good nade.
Securing the point.
Damn, dude, your sensitivity is fast for me.
I'm trying to get higher too.
I mean, yeah, by all means, get as high as you can, but shit.
Yeah, I run on linear with no aim smoothing, so like as soon as I touch the stick, it's up and go.
I think, actually, I want to check. Yeah, my sensitivity is full 100 on all characters, but I don't know why. Yours just much faster.
Yeah, mine's on 55-55, but zero aim smoothing. It's like zero aim easing, I think, and shit like that. I don't even know.
Big nade.
I don't even know what they were talking about.
You'll see it. You got a 4-man.
Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
that
where
was
you're
like
playing
just-
right now, if your tank's gonna be playing that far forward, so where I paused it, you should be standing where Chase is. Yes, they can peek out, but you for the most part will be able to make it around the corner.
You're covered.
Yeah, I see that. I think I mean, the reason I'm playing like next to the Torb turret is because.
Yeah, because I told you to. Yeah, no, but I
Well,
understand.
I mean, like a health pack behind me, and then
Right.
like I have.
And normally
pretty solid
during a
view.
fight, that's where you should be. But when
Yeah,
they aren't pushing
like
in yet,
pre-fight.
you can take the space and push up.
Yeah.
Comp-wise, everything is fine. I would probably suggest swapping off the Torb to a Sombra, most likely. I just think Sombra's is just too good not to play. And they're not really running anything super heavy on the dive that the turret's going to be able to protect you from. So if they run, with what they're running with, their only dive heroes are their tanks, obviously. So Torb turret won't do much against that except give you a little bit of extra damage when you're fighting them. Compared to a Sombra, if a Sombra's waiting close to you, they can just pop around and pop hack off on one of the tanks and help you focus them down.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you can do with Nam playing main tank. Yeah, good thing you didn't nano him.
You reviewed this whole scrim, right?
Yeah, I did. I already did.
Did you like his Orisa?
It was alright.
Yeah. I mean, we ran our double tank or double shield on.
The only thing different with for playing most main tanks, it's not as much about mechanics as it is brain.
Yeah.
And for the most part, the tanks that he does play are more mechanics than brain. Not a stab at him, but Ball is definitely very mechanical. Zarya,
They're very
I guess,
forgiving.
to a degree. Yeah. Compared to main tanks, where you need to calculate everything right, and
Reinhardt's the complete opposite.
right. Ryan, Orisa, and Winston. Winston, if you're not jumping the right people, if you're not playing around corner, if you're not managing your cooldowns good enough, you're gonna get fucked every time. What was I gonna say? But on terms of his Orisa, it was more his impact on Orisa within the team more than his personal play. It was more than his, I guess, what's the word for it? Okay, so like I said, when you're playing main tank, for the most part, it's going to be more about brain power and like for the Winston, for example. Like I said, if you're not playing around cover, if you're not diving the right people, that kind of thing, that's not necessarily his problem. His problem was more using Fortify to contest point, using pull at the right time to set up DPS. It was more his team play than his own singular play that impacted himself.
You want it ready.
Good nade again.
Scratch, you'll be fine. Target eliminated. You're powered up. Get in there.
Yeah, and there's nothing really you could have done there. It was more Chu or Nam being close to you in order to be able to protect you a little bit more.
My team will need
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because a
I
McCree
popped
and
in
a Diva,
on a Chew for the stall.
yeah, McCree and Diva solo shouldn't be able to take out what was it, 3 or 4 of you.
I mean, yeah, even if he's 4.2.
True, but gonna go for the wraparound, look for the sleep. Nope, never mind.
I will keep you.
Okay, so the wraparound that you guys do on the left side, that's perfect. how you guys do it, but it's
Yeah, that's I was
it's
calling
the
for that.
unwillingness to actually push forward to capitalize off of it that hurts you, and I think you lose the fight because of it. He gets headshots, so that's not on you. Okay, they use bomb. Soon as they use bomb, we push out. Good sleep. Okay, back to the right. Good nade. Good sleep. Okay, I guess I don't lose the fight.
Yeah, I was kind of saying like during and like after the scrim, like I think we were kind of just better, and like I think we played well, and we just are better than them.
Yeah. So when you're running the hog, anytime you're going to be running a hog, don't run it with the Zarya. It's not as good as with a Sig or a Ball. They're not doing anything to counter Naeem's Ball. Just keep him on that, and he should be fine.
Okay,
At least
I think
for Nepal.
he just didn't want to play ball. Okay.
Yeah, and like, yes, you guys were better in the end. By far, your DPS together was much better than their DPS. Skeeter just couldn't do much. Sorry, I don't know. But comp-wise, a better team will fuck you over with it. With running the Zarya.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt.
Good nade, make sure you're shouting that they're purple.
Yeah.
Nade.
Oh, actually, I might have comms from that night. So I just
I'm not gonna worry about it. Only thing I'm really looking for in comms is if you're alt tracking. Which did you guys alt track or no?
Yes, we tried to. I like halfway. I think it was after the second map. I was like, wait, we have to do this now. Make sure we do this, and then I was doing ult tracking.
Okay.
I was doing ult tracking and ult planning, and I was like, okay, this ain't the move. Someone needs to like take part of it, and I think.
Yeah. Which most of the time when you have.
I took on ult tracking.
Yeah, most of the time when Tusk is in, he'll be doing most of the time the planning ult.
Yeah.
But if anyone else, if let's say you're running this lineup, I'd say if you can I'd probably say Chase do the combos for alt wise when you're using them. Either that or Maddie needs to be
ult planning.
Yeah, Okay, so we're just instead of alt planning, we're just gonna call it shot calling. So there's a difference between shot calling and target calling. Target calling is who you're focusing. Shot calling is overall planning.
What you're gonna do, yeah.
Right. So in that case, Maddie should be shot calling, or you should be shot calling. Maddie should be alt tracking, and either Chase, Naeem, or Tusk should be target calling.
Alright.
Good try on the
It's
nade. Make
Naeem,
sure you're
by the
hitting a
way.
little bit more. Yeah, whatever.
Take your medicine.
Same difference. Didn't need a nano. I know he was low, but with you guys already winning winning the fight handedly, you didn't need to nano him.
Okay.
Oh, there was something I said in the team VOD review that I'm
Oh yeah, I
gonna
remember. Yeah.
reiterate. Here, let me rewind this. I'll show it to you
Yeah, I
again.
remember that I mean, saying that I know was not needed.
Did you watch part of the VOD review I did or no?
I have not yet. No.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
the one from like this.
No. Tonight. From this VOD.
Wait, you mean the like the
As
one?
in,
that, like,
I
the
already
one from,
did a
like, from
team.
this-
I've already done a team VOD review of this.
No, I haven't seen that yet. No.
Okay. Well, I just reset the entire map, so gotta give me a couple minutes.
Nice.
Yep.
I saw the one from the against Wildfire. Yeah, I saw Wildfire, but not the one. This one. Not the Saturday one.
Was this Saturday? I thought this was Sunday.
Yeah. Saturday.
Oh. Whoops. Alright, here it is. So, I don't know if Geku was calling this or not. When they start rotating, we can't give all of this space to them. You'll see what I mean once they push on the point. Where I'm moving around, basically, is where they push through. We need to be making sure they're fighting for this whole time, especially when we have a Pharah. Yeah, so both tanks need to be rotating, starting to go towards choke as soon as they start pushing through. Okay, I already watched this fight.
Greetings. Hello. Greetings.
Try on the sleeve. Good nade. Call here probably should have been just die on point, not necessarily back up this far. Or at least for Chu to die on point. Sure, yep. Good nano, fine.
Down the objective. I'm on fire. Everyone follow me. Hello.
Yeah, it was really awkward on point there because the fucking Pharah was on the outside.
Yeah.
So, but I had to just sit in the corner, just
Fine, it worked out.
like hoping that I wouldn't get fucked.
Enemy contact.
Good pick on the Ana.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Huge sleep on the Mercy.
Yeah, right. Speaking of that, try to slow it down just a little bit. Make sure you're taking your time to actually line that up.
You
I
sleep
mean, not like it really
or just
matters. I mean, you
sleep?
still won the fight, but
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. I think I tend to. It's probably 50-50 of like flicking versus like crossfire placement on sleeps. But I think I flick. I think I probably flick a little bit more than I don't. Just out of habit.
comp wise, if you wanted to swap Chu on a diva, I would. I think that would be even better than Ball Hog. You make it work
Against Pharah.
Yeah, especially against the Pharah.
For the Pharah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good nade. Make sure your team's playing in LOS of you if you're going to be playing up there.
Yeah, I was calling out where I was. Yeah.
If anything, you drop down to the left from where I paused.
Yeah, I always want to try and play on high ground here.
Right.
Even though the sidelines are kind of shit. just get the high ground.
Uh-huh.
But like, yeah, that's why I was trying to like force playing on the high ground, just because I know it's like high ground's better than not, even if it's.
True. No,
I don't know.
you're right. The only person that's really going to be able to deal with you is, well, I guess both. Actually, no, most of their teams can deal with you, but
I don't think they do like ever,
no,
like really that
no.
much.
The ball tried to dive you once and then said, "Fuck that."
Yeah.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Fine with the nano. It's, yeah, see, both of them did it. Okay, both of them did it.
Back together. It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
I would have just left him asleep.
Correct.
Yeah.
Missed sleep on the monkey. Wait, where you said yeah, was that when I said I'm the pause?
Mm, I was saying yeah to leaving him asleep.
Oh, okay, okay.
I will keep you real.
My ultimate is charged.
That's what I was saying. I didn't fucking call anything, so he must be. The delay must have been gotten worse.
I need like 10 seconds. Ish.
Yeah, I might have missed on it.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I don't know who you meant the nano for, if it was the ball or the hog.
Let me see.
But it's fine.
I was trying to nano Chew because I was calling to nano him because he had a hog.
Gotcha. Yep. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, map war was just kind of a roll. It's more Blizzard World where some coaching, at least team wise, what should have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I think you were saying like nano ball isn't always the move, or isn't as good as like other stuff because
I don't like it
he's supposed to be in and
personally.
out.
I don't like it personally. Like I said, in this comp, most of the time you're going to be wanting the nano hog, but you use it more as a saving your hog type of deal.
Yeah, like I think like nano ball is good in like in certain situations, but I mean I don't know, it kind of depends. I mean if they're low and they need to like, I mean, obviously if they're low and they're trying to stall and like pop off, then yeah, but still.
You can try to go for a nade when you're on the high ground. You would have had it back by now. If you can, if you're waiting for Chew to, for the most part, with the comp that you have, the only person that's really going to be able to capitalize off of a, one or two person nade, is Geku or Naum, for the most part. So if you want to try to start saving nade for when Chew hooks someone in, that could be potentially more value, especially if Chew's not finishing off the target most of the time.
Yeah, I was going for that on the Zarya there, but I didn't get it high enough. Oh no, I don't want to
Rotate. You just kind of threw sleep into the wild. You could have saved it for if they were actually trying to push you. Tank shouldn't have gone in. You should have been able to give them a tick or two before you actually go in. Your time to get out. Yep, sorry about it. Unlucky they chased you.
Enemy snapper. Keep your eyes open.
Okay, so comp-wise, since they're split in what they're running as well, or for just what they're running, not as well. For the most part, they're either looking to brawl, so Ryan Zarya, Lucio Ana, or they're looking to play double sniper, which the Hanzo and Widow obviously. Chase for the most part is going to get fucked because not only does he have to deal with the Hanzo, but he also has to deal with the Widow. If they were running a let's say a Hanzo and a Mei, keep him on Ashe, he'll be able to fuck. But since they have the Widow, he, for the most part, will lose that duel almost every time. Having him swap over to the Widow is the better play here. Either
Chase?
that,
Yeah, I think,
either that,
I
or
think he did switch.
he does. After I think he
Sure.
dies once, but after that he does
Yeah.
swap. Or you swap Chew onto a Diva and Chase onto a Tracer, and you just run a dive.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rotated top left from where I paused the second time, not after the long pause. Make sure you're utilizing that high ground.
Yeah.
I make quick work.
Although where the Widow does play for the most part is kind of rough for you playing top left, so I'm not like mystified by the low ground hold.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't take damage, hopefully. You didn't need to nano him there. He would have lived.
Wait, let me see. What was?
This is when you Aaron grab.
I think I might have just did it to have him push in.
You do
Oh.
you do quite
Oh,
a
yeah,
bit
yeah.
of those, where you think you're gonna die, or I mean you do die sometimes, but you're throwing it out. Hold on, I want to see something. Is your spray for Ana her father, Farah's father?
My up one is no, it's the sniper one, like the sniper like skin one.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I
I think usually when I do something like that, like I like nano the hog. Like,
yeah,
in there.
most of the time when you throw your nanos, not most of the time, I'd say about like half of the time when you throw your nanos out, it's usually a panic button type thing. So try to get out of that habit, just because, honestly, just when you're in that grab, one, your Mercy's on top of you. You're in there. You don't need to nano the hog just because, one, he has breather. You can heal him, and Maddie can heal him.
I mean, it was like precautionary, but then it was like also like damage after the grab ends. Like
Sure.
I don't know if I knew he had hog ult or not, but like I mean after he gets out of the grab, he could like take some or do some more like do extra damage. And out of the grab.
Okay, I didn't know what had happened, but I guess somebody had booped. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, somebody had
what?
booped the hog off the high ground in the Rhinomis. I was laughing my ass off about it.
Wait, what? Oh fuck!
Okay,
I fucking paused.
Young again.
wait a
God
minute.
damn it! I like paused the stream, but I didn't mean to. I'm like cut up almost, but like, yeah.
Okay, let me know when you see me paused, I guess.
It's at 336 paused.
Okay. Oh, okay. Shouldn't have used EMP and didn't need sights. If you would have... there's a reason why I said it. I think they were down 2 people. Okay, you do the right thing here. You're pocketing the hog. Go for the nano. Try to sleep him. You do sleep him. Yeah, okay. So we have 2 picks already on the Ana and the Widow. 1, we don't need sights. We should have waited for them to... We should have either popped it when they... right before they started pushing Chew, or we should have waited for the next round in order to do it. And we definitely did not need to pop EMP because 3 of us weren't even in position to 4 of us weren't even in position to capitalize on it.
I'm on fire. Touch me and you'll get burned.
I have your back.
Unauthorized personnel detected. Dispatching security team.
I've seen worse. You're going to live.
Okay, Chew needs to be contesting point. He does fall though. Yeah, I remember this. He loses fight because of it. Good nade.
You're powered up. Get in there with it.
Good sleep on the monkey. We didn't need to nano the Sombra necessarily, because she still had TP up to get out. But I was okay with it just because it did help Keku build EMP faster. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So the reason I know Skeeter is because he used to play for me. With a good team, this guy's nuts. So the fact that Chase is even keeping up with him is very impressive. You got to steal with Chase.
I have your back.
Yeah, Chase is... Yeah. I told you that Brock, like, complimented him too, didn't I?
No.
After the first time we scrimmed him, he was
idiot.
like... I mean, yeah, I hate... Brock's a fucking dumbass, but after the first scrim, he was like, yo, Chase is really good, you guys should play around him more. And I was like...
Okay,
I
but
guess
that... Yeah, yes, I agree, but to a degree, because for Brock, it's the same
Yeah,
thing with
yeah.
him. He's really good if he's on Pharah and this team plays around him. You are really lucky the Widow didn't hit any of her shots.
Yeah. Huge shit on that.
التكرار يعلم الشطار.
Nade. So when we EMP, try to throw a nade in at the big clump of people if there is one.
I've seen it.
Okay, you don't nano there, so that's good. Sometimes it is just worth, you know, someone dying just so you can save nano for the next fight. So like in the instance where I said you don't nano is when Chu was low. If he does die, he could have reset and come back, and it would have been fine for next fight. Where Nahum popped. Okay, I'm gonna pause. So where Nahum died, he should have popped mines a little bit closer. I did mention that in the VOD review. The nano on Chu was not necessary at that exact time. You could have waited for them to push in a little bit before you nanoed him.
Yeah.
Don't wake the sleeping monkey ever.
I was calling to burn him down because we had Nano up on the Hog and he was hacked and purpled and all that shit, but then he got up, yeah. That's my bad.
Yeah, but think of it this way: they did not waste two ults. They're wasting one ult where Chu just could have turned around and focused on their team instead of trying to burn the monkey. Okay, anytime the Widow dies, you can be a little bit more free for your positioning. So, be more aggressive with your peaks, which you might do. I'm saying for this particular instance and any other.
Okay.
Good attempt on the sleep for the Ana.
This is not your time. Hostile down. Enemy turret destroyed. I will keep you healed.
Okay, so where I paused, you need to be pushed up more. This is the mid. So most of the time, one of your biggest problems is when you play Ana, you're not pushing up far enough in between fights. When the fight is going on, yes, try to back up, just so you're out of the fight. But for the most part, if they're pushing in, play on cart, which eventually you start, moving towards. And nothing comes of it quite yet. But okay, so as soon as Chu get grabbed, fuck me, I get the hiccups. That's when you got fucked.
Yeah. I think my overall view with it is it's better I don't die than I die, and if my team dies, it's their fault. But again, like there's like times where yeah, like I can be pushed up,
Yes.
obviously,
Yes.
and like it's not yeah.
Good attempt on Zarya. Gotta be careful where you rotated. You rotated on the cart. You probably should have just gone through the left side. Just because, for future reference, if their Widow's good enough, he's gonna hit those shots.
Yeah.
Don't need to see the rest of it.
Round 1.
Yep. Okay. So this is when they start switching to the Sombra to counter Naeem, whatever. He switches over to Zarya. Again, a Sig would have been better here. We waste a lot of this time waiting around when we could be pushing up, especially after we get a pick.
Just a scratch, you'll be fine.
I swear that day I was having bad luck with freaking Sigmas getting my nades. It was so aggravating.
Yeah, that was the first time
I think I was in a comp game afterwards, and I threw it straight down like behind him, and he fucking ate it when he was facing
so
like
right-
away from it.
So right where we are now. I think Chu's still coming back from point, but we're still up one person, and we do not collect any of the space that we just made by killing 2 people. Like, we're sitting in choke, they get a res, and Geku dies. Kind of just now pushing up. Try not to waste nade like that on the Mercy, especially when you could have hit him. Unlucky on the sleep. I think when the Hog healed, his head tilted back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, just, yeah, you do die inevitably. Lucky?
I'll rest when fighting is done.
No one can hide from my sight.
Okay, we're looking at Nano Blade. So how I called the play, how it should have been called at least, is tanks push to the right, or you just wait for grab. The more, like, at this moment, since Genji isn't that good, the more resources you can put into Genji without, like, breaking the ult bank, the better it is that he's going to get value. So if you just wait for Nam to get Grav, and then you just grab Nano Blade, go for it. Because even with the Nano Blade, their Hog shuts it down with one ult.
Yeah. He called that too. He was
oh
like,
shit, no.
they're about to
It wasn't always that. They EMP'd and they Hog.
Yeah.
Good play from them.
He was saying they're gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay, we swap onto the Sombra when what should have been done was swapping over to a swapping our which we did. Okay, we swap off the Zarya. Never mind.
60 seconds.
Which just in general names Sig needs work. He gets picked at the start of this, which he shouldn't. And a lot of hacks get through onto him. Again, line up that sleep, don't just flick it like that onto the Sig. Nade ground. Nice.
Yeah, I
Try to get
yeah.
yourself in that with the nade.
That sleep dart was a joke.
30 seconds.
Battle continues. Watching your back.
No one can hide my sight.
Shouldn't have thrown sleep out like that. Make sure you're gonna confirm. Okay, so there's 2 times you can.
I was trying to get the ball there, yeah.
There's 2 different times you can throw cooldowns like nade or sleep out without getting punished too much. Only one time really. It's in between the fight when you're waiting for a setup. So, or if they're just now pushing in, that's when you can use abilities and get punished less. So, when you're about to go in for this, make sure you can give yourself a better odds to actually hit abilities instead of just trying to predict something come through like that. Instead, save it for when you pop around the corner, you throw the sleep onto one of their people when they're underneath that little overhang. Instead of just trying to throw it out onto the ball. When on defense, if somebody's trying to push in, that's when you can use your abilities to try to set something up for your team to capitalize on. So if, let's say you're on defense and they're just starting to push through around statue, if you throw sleep out, go for it. You'll have your cooldown by time they're actually on you, and preferably when you should need it. Most of the time when you should need it. But
Get back in. You're powered up. Get in there.
good nano.
Healing speed.
Yeah, she was getting fucked by the bombers so hard. Like, every fight he was getting purpled and like hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zam was too on the sig too.
Yeah.
That's the end of the map. They already have picks, so.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries. Ready for battle.
Kickback Draco was invited to the group. Whoa.
Sombra online.
Defend objective A.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Enemy team.
Oh. I don't like this Zen skin. I don't like the white hand. Oh, okay,
bro,
never mind.
it's
That's never mind.
clean.
That's not the white hand. Never mind. It was just how it was rendering for me.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
So let's just restart that.
It sounds pretty cool. It's got the fucking earrings.
I like the Egyptian ones personally. So with this comp, for the most part, you're gonna try to keep Harmony on either name or Chase. Geku for the most part shouldn't need it, and it just allows
True.
name a little bit longer to do this. Since you're running this comp with the supports that you're running plus the DPS, your name's focus basically shouldn't be on to this backline. If you're running a Discord plus a hack, their tanks are gonna get fucked. As soon as everyone collapses onto one of those tanks die instantly.
Okay.
But instead, Naeem goes after the supports, and we just kind of snowball and lose the fight from there.
Because you got hacked and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I think he swaps over to Monkey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The outcome is not pre-ordered.
McCree shouldn't be played here. I think the Tracer would have been fine, and I would have stuck with the. Oh, right. You switch entirely. Okay, never mind. If you were gonna run the Zen Mercy, then Chase should be on. Keep the Tracer. If you're gonna run the Moira Lucio, then he should be on Reaper.
Yeah.
Unlucky with the hook. He missed the orb with it.
See you later.
Yeah.
I need to recharge. into position.
Didn't need the heal orb there. You could have waited.
They haven't had enough.
You probably know this, but Moira has an overtime heal. So if you just when you're taking poke, if you just splash it, just to clean up the poke, then you should be doing that instead of just holding down. Well, for me, it's left trigger, but. No, dude. What do you mean? Ew. Fuck no. That's how her hands are. Same thing with Doomfist.
You swapped Doom.
Yeah. What are you talking about? That is literally how their hands are positioned. That's how you should keep it.
No, mine's default.
No, for me it feels weird because I'm stucking with the left hand and healing, or sucking with the left trigger and then healing with the right. That just does not feel good. I don't know. Personally, it just throws me off.
I guess so.
Okay, going into this fight, they have 4 ults. We have 3. We should know that they have EMP. That was almost I think 2-minute fight where they had time to build up EMP, so we should know that they have it. You cannot get caught by EMP. You need to be able to use Cole, since we don't have beat yet. There's something else I said in the VOD review. I don't remember. Either way. Yeah, so, we need to get EMP off first. Okay, so Cole has a long range with how far it can shoot. Try to stay a little bit back if you know that they have EMP and you use Cole, so that you don't get canceled.
I don't know how that hit me. What the fuck?
There's a play that their Brig makes on their attack that shuts down your EMP. Actually clean as fuck. Like, it was beautiful. If you think you guys can retreat, stop healing or start healing more than DPSing, especially against that Sig. Probably could have saved 1 or 2 people, but if you didn't think you were gonna get out, just don't worry about it.
Alright.
EMP wasn't needed there. You should have waited till you had a full 6 before you pushed in. I know it was sloppy and they were still had respawns and everything, but you could have waited. Good hook on their from their hog. Yeah, throw deep. Good, you throw damage orb out. Okay, we need to use beat to tempo the fight, since they don't have, or not tempo the fight. I know this just because I already watched this VOD, but they use Sigil and we don't need beat for it. But usually, if it's a good Sigil, then we need to use beat for it. However, it wasn't, so you want to use beat to stabilize. And Naeem, I gotta start saying that. Sorry. Probably just should have swapped off ball or waited for his team to push in with him.
Oh yeah. So that push, after the push, I was like, bro, you like, I was like, you can't, like, we have to, you can't start the dive. Like the dive has to start with our hack from our Sombra.
Not necessarily even that. It's the fact that they have a Sombra and he is up there alone. Nothing can save him if he dies.
It's like if he initiates, if he initiates dive, then he just dies instantly because they just hack him for free. So that's why I was saying like wait for the Sombra to get a hack and then we go in. Is that like with the D.Va?
You can. He can still also initiate the dive because he's still taking resources away from any of you guys. So like, he's taking the sleep, he's taking the rock, he's taking the hack, which is what he's supposed to do. Main tank's supposed to take all the CC, obviously. So he can lead in with it as long as there's someone to back him up and protect him while it's happening.
Yeah.
So we don't need to beat here. Because, again, there was a shitty flux. We need to hide for EMP, though. I don't know if we do that or not. How you don't get caught by this EMP is beyond me. They do the right thing with EMPing the beat. Good boost from Maddie to save you.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I swear the first one looked like I wasn't in it, but the second one, I was definitely in that.
Yeah.
Maybe because I came around the corner, like, it was like a weird, like, cast, like, hitbox thing.
Dude, I'm telling you, once I show you this EMP that Gaku doesn't hit because of their brig, it's a fucking nut, dude. That's unlucky that
She's just stunned him out of it.
No, he didn't. that would have been pretty good too. Like,
did he boop him or some shit?
Yeah, he did. He flailed him back.
Okay.
Dude, it was clean as fuck. Like, what wasn't intentional, but absolutely clean as fuck. Okay, so we get the cap with 1:33. That's a great time bank, especially for a 2CP map. If you get them into overtime and they cap, you're looking at 2 minutes and 30 for a time bank. God, I need to fucking pee. So fine with the comp that you're running. You just make some mistakes throughout. Not necessarily you, just the team in general.
Yeah, I just called it because
No, it's fine. This works. It's fine.
We're used to this, and Neem's getting fucked on ball a little bit, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this.
Keep the risk. That's fine.
Yeah.
At
and
T4,
it works on our really well too.
Right. At T4, it can work just because first,
our snipers are good.
Yeah, not only that, but one, they're running fucking Zen Brig. You're gonna roll this any day, unless there's a patch or hero pools. You're gonna fuck this every day. It's not a good comp outside of hero pools. I don't remember what else I was saying. Alright, fuck it. Manny needs to charge, what is this? Trance a lot faster than she is. I think for the most part, I think Maddie has a decent game sense for most things. She just needs to be charging ults much faster than what she is, because by time if their Sombra's outpacing our Tracer, we're gonna lose every time. In terms of ults, at least. Which against double shield, their Sombra is dog shit. No, just in general, their Sombra's dog shit. I correct myself. Like, dude, I mean, literally, the dude's on 40% already, and what? Yeah, Geku's almost has it. That, and he put his TP right in front of God and everyone. Like, what the fuck?
I was like, he threw up on the stairs. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Did he not know we were there?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a genius. S tier player. I think I was thinking about signing him, but I wasn't. Yeah, wasn't sure.
Okay. This is I think by far I've told Chew this, but by far his biggest problem when he plays off tank is not throwing his ult soon enough. We need to be calling it as soon as it happens. So going into this fight, we have 4 ults. They have fucking Pulse, and they're gonna get Rally and Primal throughout towards the mid fight. How you should have let this happen is I gotta show you the EMP too. How this should have happened is when they commit the dive onto you, that's when we flex. So, not necessarily when one person, so the monkey comes in, unless everyone's focusing him down and bursting him. If Chew actually sees this is when he should be doing it. So I'll show you.
So like essentially like counter diving the dive with
right,
flux.
exactly. You're preventing damage on you, and you're also doing half of their damage. So. Okay, so when these supports in the Sombra is grouped up here, that's when we flex. Or onto the tanks. Either one is fine. As long as we're trying to... Whoever we pull up in the flux, that's who we focus first. Okay, and I'll show you this deny. Oh, this is so gross. Ah, look at that shit! That's fucking disgusting! disgusting. Oh!
I haven't even seen it yet. Let's see. Oh, oh my god.
Right?
He got no one.
Oh.
I have to do it. Wait, no, he got no one. Down.
Lamp, good lamp. Use burst as soon as you have it. Yeah, but she's already dead at this point. Okay, let me rewind it just so we can replay throughout.
Did the lamp even go off? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
it did. Lamp went off and
Okay.
Paul's got stuck to it, but
Be right back.
kind of unlucky.
Yeah, the monkey was in our face.
Doesn't mean you need to throw lamp when the monkey's in your face, which you didn't.
No, I meant like we died still because the monkey was in our face.
Right. Good matrix. Huge lamp. You played that perfectly. The only thing that would have won you the fight is if we would have used flux earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna skip ahead. They cap. Alright, after this map. After this map, I need to go take a leak.
Alright.
Okay, so when you lamped, that's perfectly fine. We did not need to trance that. We win eventually through this fight. We did not need to trance, just for one person. Lamp would have covered it, and we needed to save it just for their EMP, which wouldn't have gotten them the 2 ticks that they're about to get. You play this fine. Regenerative burst, yep. Yeah, okay. So this is something I comment on in the other VOD review. You shouldn't have touched like what you're doing, and you should have waited because both of your tanks were about to push back on the point, and you still had progress to give them before you had to touch.
I gotcha.
Especially in like a fight like this, when picks are going back and forth. When picks are going back and forth, and respawns are happening, especially on 2CP, you need to start giving more progress, whether that's on first or second.
Mm.
That's more of a team thing more than just you.
Yep.
Try not to use burst right there. Could have saved it. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter since I'm in the fight anyway, but... Ana? Yeah, okay.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Right, okay. So I'm assuming you swapped or you kept Naeem on ball just because they don't run a Sombra anymore? Is that why?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's fine. You're working towards his strength. With one trick, you need to work towards his strength more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jason asked him to work on his Zarya and ball or Zarya and Rissa.
Yeah, I know. I've had a conversation with him about that.
Neem or Tusk?
No, Tusk. Like, if anything, I don't think he should be working on his Zarya. I just think he needs to work on his main tanks in general. One, because he's a backup for Tusk, but also if he's going to be in most of the time, he's going to be in alongside Shu.
Sure. Who else has anyone
Didn't
like
need nade on the
PM'd you
Lucio.
about one-on-ones yet? Like really?
No one. I don't even think Chase fucking uses Discord.
No, he does. I'll tell him to talk to you.
So where was Sunless in this? Why didn't he play?
He was out of town or
okay.
busy. Or I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't come.
That's fine. I was just curious.
Mm.
Cause I mean, and no offense, but I'm in no way I'm saying Geku's your B team, but more Naeem. And for some maps, when you're running Geku, it could be seen as your B team. Either way, you did very well against apparently a 4K team. But
Yeah,
again,
I think
they're
Skeeter
fucking getting boosted.
Skeeter boosted that. Yeah, their supports were iffy. I think they just got high because they got
Okay, their
carried.
supports are iffy on Lucio and Moira. On their
Fair.
Ana the Brig, mostly just the Ana Brig and Mercy, they were okay. It was just when they ran anything Brawl, their Lucio was feeding left and right. You could definitely see it on Nepal most of the time. Like when you watch the VOD review, just take a look at the Lucio and how much he feeds, and you'll definitely understand. Or it not necessarily feeds, but it's just out of position quite a bit. Gecko with the BM hammer, I like it.
Yeah, he was like, yo, I got a hammer kill, let's go.
So all's coming into this next fight. We have 3. I comment in the VOD review, comp-wise, Chase should probably be on Ashe here instead of the McCree, just because Ashe is just better and would fuck on their comp.
Range-wise.
Yeah, and the Torb, most of the time when you're going to use Torb, it's either for knee strats or to counter a Genji Doom Sombra Tracer. One of those 5 characters. That's when Torb should be used. You didn't need Splooge for either of the fights, the past fight or 2, when they were on the comp they're running now. But let's say they eventually did push in. Torbalt is definitely one of the first ones you should be using, just to get him to use that ult and then swap. Better swaps against this. Like I said, I mean, I'm always gonna keep harping on it that Sombra's too good not to play. If not that, maybe Reaper, Ashe. Yeah. Beat should be used to tempo fight or grab, which they missed the dragon on grab, which is kind of funny, not gonna lie. We use the Splooge at the right point. That can also be used as... So you have a defensive ult, and then you have other... Okay, there's 2 types of defensive ults. You have your support defensive ults in terms of beat and trance, and then you have using ults defensively, if that makes any sense. So,
You mentioned before, like, using a Torble to, like, against a Genji blade.
Right, against the Genji, or let's
so
say
like
if they were running a Rein instead of the Hog, when you get stuck in the Grav, if our Torb uses Splooge, this deters them from following up on big ults like a Grav. You know, if they're gonna come at you, they're gonna be swinging through fucking Splooge all over the place. That's gonna almost one-shot them every time. Don't know what that nade was. Don't know what that sleep was.
Nah, it's big. I swear. I can't
Fucking
even see it
massive.
yet.
Fucking massive. Yeah.
Huge. Huge. Okay, the sleep was for the ball. The nade. I think I thought the McCree was behind that little thing there.
Yeah.
I think.
I
don't even know. I don't remember. I think the reason I threw it there was there must have been someone that I thought was behind that little thing there.
Also, when you full hold someone when I'm looking at Havana now, but
yeah,
when
reset.
you're on Havana, reset the map. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys did or not, but I don't think you did.
No, yeah, we didn't. Afterwards I was like, wait, we should reset that.
Okay, I'm about to piss myself. I'll be right back.
All right.
You there?
Yeah.
It felt fucking great.
So it's like the fucking like ecstasy pee.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I've already started drinking, so.
There you go.
Broke my seal a while ago.
Yeah, here I think we just fucking destroyed them.
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda. Yeah, like I said, that we were just kinda
You played the comp really well.
better, and we. You what?
You played the comp really well.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was telling them after the scrim, I was like, I think we played well, like we played what we did, what we, like with our heroes well, but we were also just better.
Yeah.
So it was a combination of both. Like we played our like stuff. I think here Maddie like has so much healing because Naeem was just fucking taking headshots from the Widow, like time after time. I think she had like a shit ton of healing.
Yeah, but she.
I had
Holy
like
shit, he
I think
really
I
does.
had like 10k%.
Like
Yeah,
every time
I
he
think I
peeks
had,
outside
like,
of shield, he's
10k%
critical.
almost. Yep. It's so funny. I'm
But
pretty sure I
good,
was
you're
like,
keeping
I
your
was like 10k per 10,
keeping
like
orb on
average.
your Orisa.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this that she could have been damage boosting instead of healing. So like chip damage is what you should be healing, not necessarily her. But
Okay.
it's understandable
Here-
just because you're running Zen Mercy.
Yeah, I hear Maddie called. She said just leave the orbs in the tank. I'll take care of the DPS
Okay.
for support wise.
Good pick on the Hanzo. I'll be totally honest, I'm not the best with coaching Zens, just because I don't play Zen. I fucking hate playing Zen.
What?
I don't think I've ever admitted to myself that I hated playing Zen.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
DPS, but on support.
Yeah, have you seen my DPS?
It's true.
Exactly.
True.
No,
true.
dude,
true,
I
true.
hate playing Zen and I hate playing Moira. All the other ones I love playing. Mercy's just, you know.
I just think Moira is just boring. Like she's just not exciting at all.
Yeah, the
Ana's
comps
by
they're
far
running
the
is
best.
fucking stupid. I play Ana a lot, yeah. But for the most part, I prefer to play Lucio, Mercy, and Brig.
Brig's
name?
okay. True. I mean, Ana's not, but
That's why I play main support, not flex support. Pretty sure Geku just ate that shot for you.
I think so. Yeah.
That Ryan's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that was
Good shot on the
commonality.
I know you didn't mean that, but whatever.
No, I knew she. She's behind the right.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a fat flux from Chew there.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely meant to kill her. Oh my god, Zen. Take notes.
Okay, now that I'm watching this, I didn't realize he had used Flux. I forgot about it. Because I commented something on him not using Flux fast enough on this map.
Yeah, that was a fat flux.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if we like super needed it, but it paid off. Fine.
No, it's completely fine. Okay, when I comment on this in the VOD review, but when you know it's a fat flux, I know this is like instant like decision making, but if you know it's going to be a fat flux, make sure you're in the flux so you can trance and heal everyone in the flux. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So for grab, it's a bit
yeah.
easier just because you
That's
can walk
fair.
into it compared to flux,
See, yeah.
where
I think there I was like I dodged the flux on purpose, but then I was like, wait, my entire team's in it, so I
Right.
need to pop trans.
right, what
So
you do,
that's like why I wasn't in it, but yeah.
right, what you do, and it's fine,
Yeah.
but
But just,
you
yeah.
need to be caught in the flux so that you can give healing to everyone. Compared to,
Yeah.
let's say if somebody's low and they drop down, they don't reach your healing, then they're still gonna die, even through trance.
Yeah.
Which it was a big flux, so even using it is completely fine. Discord. Just make sure you get caught in it.
Yeah. Is it? I feel like it'll reach some people. Like that.
It
are up
can
in
if you
it.
like like in that situation, if you would have jumped on cart and then like jumped up, you would have been able to heal him. But still.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you could be playing more aggressively with your peaks. You're playing very passive here, which I mean, you're still able to charge trance pretty fast, but
When they have a widow.
yeah, yes, but if you can corner peek and
Fair.
throw some shots out, it's completely fine.
Fair.
Smart dragon to deny the res, that's good. At least I hope that's what it was for.
No idea.
Oh, good shot on Mercy. Make sure you're not getting caught in that. Especially since the bitch had four minutes to build EMP and just got it. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like she did not build EMP fast at all.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Good trance. And if I say something contradicting what I'm saying in this one, forget what I said in that one, because I'm able to see your POV in this.
Did you say bad trans there?
No, I didn't. I'm just saying if I did. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I did, but...
Yeah, I got you.
I see.
Okay. Another comp thing, I comment on this in the other VOD review, but if you're going to run the Genji, you need to go Ana, or you need to switch to Dive. Again, Genji Blade is not going to get much value. Normally, Genji Blade is not going to get much value.
Did he switch?
No, he doesn't, because you wouldn't with Genji Blade.
Oh, okay.
Which, like I said, it's hard for me
to.
it's hard for me to coach this and have you guys think, okay, yeah, this guy's an idiot. Genji Blade worked, right? Because, like, I mean, it does. It nets you the win against better teams. That's what I'm trying to coach for, is against better teams, not some of these teams that you face that run shit comps, which they ran most of the scrim. But a Naked Blade is not going to do shit compared to if you have a dive with him, if you have, if you have a nano, if you have EMP with him. Like I said, there's many things that you can pile on top of Blade to help him out. Will net you the win. Most of the time, you want to try to cap that out at 3 alts. So like Nano, Blade, and EMP. Nano, Blade, Grav. You don't want to try to use 4 alts for that.
Gotcha.
Because at that point, you might as well just run something like a something else that can cycle you alts a little bit better. When you're running a Genji Blade and any meta that Genji's not meta, you're basically playing for one fight territory, one fight win kind of thing.
Makes sense.
Careful with that peak. You ever have a Quaker Rice Crisp?
No.
Dude, they fucking slap. I'll send you a picture just to make sure you haven't, because they're fucking great, dude. Healthy and it's fucking amazing. Gives you a
I've had rice
satisfying
cakes before,
crunch.
but I don't think Quaker. Hey, it's the classic baby dick crunch.
Nice pick. The classic baby dick crunch. Alright.
I like how I said that, and then you were like, nice pick. Right after.
Yeah, fuck you.
You compliment me, and I just backhand you.
Yeah, for real.
I almost got the Widow there too when she was falling down. Hit one of them. Would have been so clean.
Honestly, any team that's not pro, I feel like everyone should hate this meta because nobody fucking knows what to play. I hate this meta. Like, honestly, I cannot wait for this shit to fucking change over to, like,
See, I
actual
like
main
it though.
tanks.
See, yeah, but then I think it's a good meta and people like it because it's like it's broad. It's